The report gives an impression that Namibia's democracy may be heading for tough times as people's perception in democratic practices nosedive from 76% in 2014 to 56% in 2019. Minister Simata says that the findings of any survey can be contested as no scientific evidence is provided as to what exactly has gone wrong. The survey further says that most Namibians are of the belief that the country is either a full democracy or a democracy with minor problems.
Over time, people have simply lost interest. They might lose interest because they think it doesn't help to have interest. There might be a kind of a fatalism that says, and we have questions on that, that says it doesn't matter, nothing changes. There are certainly all those sort of possibilities. And it might not have taken a single event to change their minds, but over time, a continued experience might derive that put us to this point.
Minister Simata wants to see surveys of this nature to allow participants to articulate on what has gone wrong with democracy in the country and to propose solutions to restore it. Surveys, he says, do not use one common measure to critique a particular practice such as democracy. However, the authors of the survey say they have used international accepted standards in terms of which their survey has a margin of plus minus 3 percentage points. On this, the NBC spoke to political scientist Professor Andre Dupisani. We asked him about his overall impression and analysis of the report.
You can also see from the data that the executive in Namibia is much more powerful than the legislature. Much, much more powerful. And there is a despondency in the sense that the levels of public corruption that we are aware of, if you look at the Abbott case, if you look at the GIPF case and many other examples, where the executive has not been very quick to respond, to take action, because people believe essentially that the executive, the president in particular, is legitimate, is more powerful. So we have, in that sense, we have a type of authoritarian democracy. People believe essentially what government is telling them, but they are now questioning whether everything that government tells them is true.
But to Simata, democracy is thriving in the country, where everyone has a right to freedom of expression, such as expressing their views on anything, including against the elected leaders, without any consequences. The Afrobarometer is a pan-African non-partisan research network that conducts public attitude surveys on democracy, governance, economic conditions, and related issues in Africa.